EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today we've got a fun little clash in the AFC as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Cleveland Browns. Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. To throw is Rodgers. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Set.
After the interception, here's Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
A 46-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
On play action, Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. He's got room to roam, and he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? You're able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. There's the stiff arm. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Cook again. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Watson now to throw. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Brent, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That's way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Browns 3.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on third. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will be taken down here, but another big gain on the ground to start the drive. This one good for 16, and yet again a first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has a 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers. And if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run. Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 35. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
He kept the receiver in the short field without letting his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard as his guys are able to extend their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Watson. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Chubb will get the call running left. And Chubb going to push forward and pick up a Browns first down as they'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Watson trying to get his guys moving.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, Rodgers locates Hardman for another catch. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
21, Browns 3.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5. Now Chubb running right. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Rodgers to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. He'll get it inside the 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He got 29 yards that time.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
They'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Watson, he's going to move him around. They'll try again with Chubb. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. He finds Wilson. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
A 28-yard gain. 1st down, New York.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And the Jets 1st down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he'll be little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Back to the ground, Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Room to maneuver at the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, 69 yards. And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Back to throw, Watson. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
80 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. To throw is Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
A give running right is Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Jets are going to win this football game. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300.
Rodgers throwing here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.